From the studios at Bossier Parish Community College, this is BPCC News.
Happy Wednesday, guys, and thanks for tuning into the BPCC News. I'm Sarah Patterson.
And I'm Andre Ashley.
The BPCC Staff Senate is hosting a paper goods drive to benefit Cope Middle School's Moderate Significant Disabilities class. Needed items include Lysol spray, Clorox wipes, baby wipes, Kleenex, paper towels, Febreze, hand sanitizer, sidewalk chalk, and pencils. Donations will be accepted through Thursday, March 29th in the Student Life Office in F220, or you may drop your items off with any Staff Senate officer. For more information or to schedule a pickup time, please contact Tiffany Sandifer of Student Life at tsandifer@bpc.edu or 678-6597.
Occupational therapy is helping people participate in everyday life activities they want and need to do to promote quality of life and independence. OT settings include school systems, hospitals, nursing facilities, outpatient rehab, community programs, and many more. Support the BPCC OTA program and purchase your shirt today. Cost is $15 each and sizes range from small to XXL. Contact Kelly Brandon at kbrandon@bpc.edu or give her a call at 318-678-6471 for more information.
The Division of Learning Resources is partnering with the Community Renewal International to collect the following items needed to send youth to summer camp. The drive will run through Friday, May 11th. Needed items include pillows, twin sheet sets, comforter, blanket, or sleeping bag, large bath towels and washcloths, deodorant, feminine hygiene products, face and body wash, also toothbrushes and toothpaste. Items can be dropped off in boxes located in the Learning Commons Building A.
SGA meetings are held on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. in F220 and are open to all currently enrolled BPCC students. SGA members are required to attend.
Remember, school will be closed this Friday, March 30th, in observance of Good Friday. Good Friday is a Christian holiday commemorating the crucifixion of Jesus Christ and his death at Calvary. It is observed during Holy Week on Friday preceding Easter Sunday and may coincide with the Jewish observance of Passover. It's also known as Holy Friday, Great Friday, and Black Friday, so don't forget to turn those alarms off.
The Bossier Parish Community College summer movie, All In, auditions will be held next Thursday, the 5th at 6:30 and Friday, the 6th at 1. The auditions will be held in D Building in room 348. If you're interested in being an actor or just need something to do during your spring break, your summer's break, that is, come audition and show us what you got.
All right, coming up after the break, Lauren Wagner will give us the weather.
And we're expecting more flooding in the next few days, so stay tuned to find out how you can prepare.
Hey guys, I'm Lauren Wagner with the BPCC Weather, and let's look at your weather for the next few days. Today for Wednesday, it's rainy with a 90% chance of rain, with a high of 73 and a low of 59. Tomorrow for your Thursday, it's a 30% chance of rain with a high of 75 and a low of 50. And to start your weekend on Friday, there's no chance of rain with a high of 72 and a low of 49. And coming up after the break, we're going to look at your current temperatures around the Arklatex, your temperatures right here at BPCC, and we're going to see if it rains on Easter weekend.
Hello, I'm Amika Webb, and I'm here to talk to you about Open Campus. Open Campus is an online video tutoring system. It helps you with your homework if you're having problems or if you need some extra study or extra practice on problems such as English. I use it for math, and it's been a lifeline for me. If I'm having trouble or with certain subjects or certain problems, I can always go to Open Campus and get extra practice with it, and I recommend it for everyone.
We created our free Open Campus courses not only for students who were preparing for placement testing and for high school students who were gearing up for their college placement testing, but also for our students who were already enrolled, who needed maybe that extra security of being able to go back and view videos of lectures that perhaps they missed or ideas they didn't grasp. What really surprised us was the first time we looked at the analytics of exactly who was logging on and accessing our free courses. There were students from all 50 states as well as over 50 countries. And what was so heartening and surprising about that is we discovered, and what we know now is that learning knows no boundaries.
BPCC's Open Campus lets me learn while I'm sitting in the car.
Check out BPCC's Open Campus. It lets you learn wherever you want to learn.
Okay, myself being a non-traditional student, by non-traditional means I'm a little older than the average student here at school. I had some reserves about going back to school. I'm not quite as quick as I used to be and catch on to things as quick. So Open Campus gave me the opportunity to really double study, I should say. I want to use double study. It means I can go back again and hear the same lecture I heard in class as many times as needed. And it made it more comfortable for me.
It's easy to get started with BPCC Open Campus. All you need is your first and last name, your email address, a password, and you're ready to start learning.
It really helped me, and I want to brag or pat myself on the back because I'm getting an A in Math 102.
Welcome back to BPCC Weather. I'm Lauren Wagner. Let's look at your current temperatures around the Arklatex. Right now around the Arklatex, it's 58 degrees in Marshall, 60 degrees in Nacogdoches, while it's 59 degrees in Texarkana, 63 in Ruston, 61 in Minden, and 72 in Natchitoches. Let's look at your temperatures right here at BPCC. Right now it's raining and it's 62 degrees with a humidity of 90%. Your dew point is at 60 degrees with a wind coming in from the southeast at 7 miles per hour, and your sunset tonight is at 7:32. Let's look at your 5-day forecast. The weather goes up and down for the next few days with a 30% chance of rain tomorrow, a high of 75 and a low of 50. For your weekend, it looks nice with a 0% chance of rain for Friday and Saturday, a high of 72 and a high of 78, with lows of 49 and 54. For your Easter Sunday, it looks like it's going to rain with a 40% chance of rain, a high of 75 and a low of 50. And for your Monday, we have a 40% chance of rain with a high of 67 and a low of 54. That was a look at your weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Lauren. Also, keep in mind a flash flood watch remains in place for today. Scattered storms along with widespread rain will be in the forecast. Some rain could be heavy at times. Rain should decrease by tonight, though, so drive safe and buckle up out there.
Some in the crowd over at Government Plaza called them heroes, those heroes, on Tuesday afternoon. Shreveport City Council honored the individuals who were first to help rescue a family of 4, including their children, in a 3-car crash on March 12th. The mother, Megan Brown, did not survive the crash, but the family is thankful that the children made it out.
A bill that would have raised the minimum wage in Louisiana failed in the state Senate. A state Senator Troy Carter bill would have increased the rate from $7.25 an hour to $8 per hour in 2019 and to $8.50 in 2020. 17 senators voted for the bill, but 21 opposed it.
Residents in Bossier Parish who are worried about rising water have sandbags at their disposal beginning today. Forecasters are predicting moderate to heavy rainfall in the northwest corner of Louisiana, including Bossier Parish. According to forecasters, rainfall amounts are expected from 3 inches to 6 inches. A flash flood warning is in effect until 7 a.m. Thursday. Anyone who may need sandbags will be able to make pickups from 8 to 3 p.m. Wednesday and Thursday at the Police Jury Highway Maintenance Facility. That's at 410 Mayfield Street in Benton. Parish Administrator Bill Altimus said a crew will be on hand to assist in loading the bags as well.
Impaired drivers beware. Louisiana State Police are stepping up their efforts to keep drunk drivers off the road and to make sure everyone wears their seatbelt. Troopers will be on the lookout for impaired drivers and checking vehicles for people who are not wearing their seatbelt. Louisiana State Police encourages you to designate a sober driver and buckle up. To report impaired driver, motorists are encouraged to dial star 577 from your cell phone or dial 911 to contact your local law enforcement agency.
Leaders of the Salvation Army of Northwest Louisiana announced they will reopen the Shreveport Thrift Shop for one sale Thursday, March 29th at the Salvation Army Family Store at 147 East Stoner Avenue, Shreveport, and will reopen for one-day sale from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. once a month. The Salvation Army of Northwest Louisiana says the store has been closed for 5 months as the nonprofit works to transition its store to revised schedules. Future sales dates are still being determined as well.
Did you know your child's rubber ducky is probably really yucky? According to a new study, the popular bath toys are full of bacteria and fungi. Researchers borrowed well-loved duckies from households and placed them in either clean water or dirty water. But regardless, a clear majority, 80%, had potentially harmful bacteria cells. Now researchers aren't exactly sure if the bacteria and fungi is harmful to kids. In some cases, they say exposing children to microbes like this can result in a stronger immune system. Still to come, you may want to think twice about taking your pet on an airplane.
And President Trump releases a statement on the Second Amendment. Stay tuned.
If you're like most Americans, you may be surprised to learn where some of the best-known calypso songs originated and how you can enjoy them at home today. Though such songs as Deo,
daylight come and me want go home.
Jamaica Farewell,
Down the way where the nights are gay and the sun shines daily on the mountain top. I took a trip on a sailing ship, and when I reached Jamaica, I made a stop.
Island in the Sun,
Oh, island in the sun, built to me by my father's hand. All my days I will sing in praise of your forest waters, your shining sand.
and many more may sound like they sprang from roving troubadours. They were all written by the same man. Irving Bergey was born in 1924 and attended Juilliard School of Music on the GI Bill. Then in the 1950s, he met singer Harry Belafonte. Their association led to the album Calypso, the first to sell 1 million copies. Bergey's songs have been heard on Broadway. TV. In movies. And in many places where people love to sing. Deo even went into space, used as a wake-up call on the shuttle Atlantis. He also wrote Barbados' national anthem, as well as the Christmas evergreen Mary's Boy Child. Now his life and music can be seen and heard on an exciting tuneful DVD available at irvingbergey.com. At that site, you can also get CDs of his music and a 25-tune songbook, as well as his riveting autobiography, Deo.
It's been more than 5 minutes. No, it hasn't.
Hey, can you just
I
keep
want
it down
it.
for
It's
me?
my turn. No, it isn't.
Please, just keep it down.
I remember days when just driving down the street would give me anxiety. And now, look at me.
Don't get me wrong, I still don't love crowded places. But it's good to get out again.
Noises like that used to make me hit the deck. But now, I can keep going.
Transitioning from the military can be tough. We all have unique experiences, but many veterans are facing similar challenges. Life goes on, but some things are different now. Visit MakeTheConnection.net to watch our stories and learn ways to create the story you want to live. No one can write it for you. Make sure it's a good one. Make the connection.
President Donald Trump tweeted today that the Second Amendment will never be repealed. Trump's statement came a day after retired Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens wrote in an essay in the New York Times that repealing the amendment would make it easier for Congress to enact gun control legislation. The Second Amendment will never be repealed, Trump tweeted earlier today. As much as Democrats would like to see things happen like that, the words yesterday of former Supreme Court Justice Stevens is no way. We need more Republicans in 2018 and must always hold the Supreme Court, he stated. The Supreme Court ruled in 2008 that the Second Amendment lets people own guns for self-defense.
Facebook unveiled a draft of measures today aimed at making it easier for users to see and access the data the social network holds on them and make changes where needed. The move comes after the explosive reports last week that a quiz app harvested 50 million Facebook profiles from data which were then sent over from Cambridge Analytica, a firm that was caught claiming it handled the digital aspects of President Donald Trump's 2016 election campaign. Facebook is scrambling to regain the trust of users amid a backlash against the social network following last week's revelation.
Birth control pills aren't a revolutionary concept, unless we're talking about pills for men. Let's take a look at today's Health Minute.
United Airlines came under fire after a flight attendant forced a passenger to put a 10-week-old puppy in an overhead bin on a flight from Houston to New York. The puppy later died. Another ordeal involving a dog happened just days later. Pet owners in Kansas awaited anxiously after their dog was mistakenly shipped to Japan. It survived after the death of the puppy in the overhead bin. The court of the public opinion condemned United Airlines. United apologized, saying animals should never be placed in an overhead bin. The airline also immediately halted its Pet Safe program, saying no pets will be transported in cargo holds.
The outlook for the endangered North Atlantic right whale isn't looking good. It's the end of the whale's 4-month-long winter birthing season, and researchers say they haven't seen any newborns in the calving area of the coast of Florida and Georgia. No new calves have truly bad news for the whales. According to the Fisheries Service, there's only about 450 whales remaining, and a senior wildlife biologist with Georgia's Department of Natural Resources says the last of the number of the dead right whales washing up on Atlantic beaches surged to 17. He calls the lack of births and rising number of deaths not suitable.
After the break, Lauren will have your weather recap.
And this wedding is unlike any other, and we have the details after the break.
Odds of becoming an astronaut, 1 in 13,200,000. Odds of being struck by lightning, 1 in 576,000. Odds of dating a supermodel, 1 in 88,000. Odds of bowling a perfect game, 1 in 11,500. Odds of being trapped in an elevator, 1 in 24,528. Odds of catching a ball at a major league game, 1 in 563. Odds of an injury from shaving, 1 in 6,585. Odds of tripping while texting, 1 in 10. Odds of getting cancer in your lifetime, 1 in 2 men, 1 in 3 women.
It's up to us
to change the odds for our generation.
For the ones we love. For our future.
If you don't like the odds, stand up. Stand up to cancer.
You may have even more to smile about the next time you visit the dentist. That's because dental offices today can use digital technology that helps you get a more accurate, comfortable treatment in a fraction of the time taken by traditional techniques. Thanks to such things as cone beam tomography that gives the clinician a view of your mouth from multiple angles, and 3D imaging and printers that let your dentist build a restoration while you wait, you can look and feel better, faster. Seeing all the exciting new equipment, however, is not the only reason to visit your dentist. According to the American Dental Association, you should call for an appointment if you have tooth, jaw, or mouth pain, if your gums are puffy or bleeding, if your teeth aren't as white as you want, if you have diabetes, heart disease, or any other medical condition that affects teeth, if you're pregnant, if you have dry mouth, if you use tobacco, and if you haven't been to a dentist in 6 months or more. Visit henryshinedental.com to learn how the company is helping dentists enhance the patient experience.
Coast Guard Foundation gave me funds to attend school. During that same time, my wife was pregnant. The foundation's grant allowed us to buy food, diapers, clothing.
Coast Guard Foundation really helps us to keep in touch with our families. They make an impact, and it leaves an impression that you don't forget.
I would like to thank the Coast Guard Foundation for helping out when times were tough.
Because sometimes, even the rescuers need to be rescued. The Coast Guard Foundation, proudly supporting the men and women of the United States Coast Guard and their families. Find out how you can help at rescuetherescuers.org.
Hey guys, I'm Lauren Wagner with your 3-day weather recap. Today for Wednesday, it's a 90% chance of rain with a high of 73 and a low of 59. Tomorrow for Thursday, the rain continues with a 30% chance of rain with a high of 75 and a low of 50. And to start your weekend on Friday, we have a 0% chance of rain with a high of 72 and a low of 49. Back to you guys at the desk.
Today's Mega Millions lottery drawing has an estimated jackpot of $458 million. Whoa. That's the fourth largest in the history of Mega Millions. If there is just one winner and that person opts to take home a one-time lump sum payment, they will receive nearly $275 million. Of course, to win it all, players must pick the correct 6 numbers from the 2 separate pools, 5 different numbers from 1 to 70, and a sixth number from 1 to 25. Mega Millions is played in 44 U.S. states, Washington, D.C., and the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Steven Spielberg's latest big screen adventure is causing buzz among fans and could very well open its first place at the box office this weekend. Rick Damigala has the story and more in today's Hollywood Minute.
Ready Player One is poised for a box office victory. Variety reports Steven Spielberg's adaptation of the Ernest Cline novel could open to as much as $42 million over the 4-day Easter holiday weekend. Ready Player One begins preview screenings Wednesday and expands to 4,200 screens on Thursday.
Woo! Oh, you're living the dreams, DP.
Yeah. A Green Band trailer for Deadpool 2 is out now. The approved for all audiences preview features similar footage to its Red Band counterpart, but does add a new joke.
That is why the man bun is just a millennial mullet.
Deadpool 2 hits theaters May 18th.
Things are quite different here.
Here's a first look at Jack Black and Cate Blanchett in The House with a Clock in Its Walls. Horror auteur Eli Roth directs the adaptation of the 1973 novel about a young boy who learns the bewitching secret of a small town. The House with a Clock in Its Walls arrives in theaters September 21st. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
A Florida woman has pledged till death do us part to a 100-year-old tree that the city was thinking about cutting down in order to protest the move. Despite the cake and flowers, Karen Cooper's wedding was more than an average affair. The bride said if the tree was cut down, she would be a widow. Cooper held a ceremony to marry a 100-year-old ficus tree in Snail Family Park in Fort Myers, Florida. Last year, the city began discussing cutting the tree down to make way for a new home to be built on the land. Cooper says her goal with the wedding was to get her neighbors to attend the City Beautification Advisory Board Tuesday. She said, "I'm not a whack job. I need people to come to that meeting tomorrow, and if I have to marry a tree to do so, then I will."
A wild elephant that appears to be smoking, and a state trooper survives getting hit by a car. Both caught on camera coming up in today's Take a Look at This.
A bizarre scene in the wild caught on camera. Video of an Asian elephant appearing to blow smoke has wildlife experts baffled. The newly released video was shot in 2016 at Nagarajo National Park in India. The elephant ingests something with its trunk, then blows out a gust of smoke. Wildlife Conservation Society experts say this is the first known documentation of such behavior. They suggest the animal may have been ingesting natural charcoal and blowing out the ash. Now to a shocking scene on a Utah highway. A state trooper who was rescuing a stranded vehicle ended up needing to be rescued himself after he was hit by a passing car. Sergeant Cade Brenchley's dashcam captured the accident. We want to warn you, the video is shocking. The impact is so powerful it sent the trooper flying into the air. He broke his shoulder and some ribs, but he is expected to make a full recovery. And finally, a mummy mystery unravels in Australia. Researchers discovered mummy remains inside a 2,500-year-old coffin thought to be empty. The coffin, or sarcophagus if you want to be fancy about it, had been untouched for some 150 years. Then, during a recent routine check, bones, clothes, and beads were discovered inside. Hieroglyphics on the sarcophagus say it contains the remains of a woman named Mernethetes, who was a prestigious high priestess from 600 BC. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Well, that's all the news we have for you guys today. I'm Andre Ashley.
And I'm Sarah Patterson. Remember, no school on Friday, and have a great day.